Hi everyone, this is Vance. I'm happy to announce that the new site is fully operational. We did a lot of testing, so if you find something else, be sure and let us know. And everyone, thank you so much for your patience this weekend. I'm very excited about this because it gives me the opportunity to support you even more in reaching your goal of consistent profit. That's really what this is all about. Now, this is the home page for the public side. I want to point out the members area here on the right. You just log in right there, so I'm going to do that. Check off Remember Me. That way when you click your bookmark, it'll go in. If we do change the site and upload something, it'll probably automatically log you out. It only happens when we do that. So, by the way, the front of this site, we're still working on that. One of the things that happens is, or that's going to happen, is when I write price alert inside of this site, it'll feed today's price alert into the front of the page, front of the home page for the public. Okay, let's log in. Now you should be defaulted to forums here. So activity, groups, forums, member, videos. Forums is what you want. The first thing you would do is you'll see there's a lot of forums here. You would search through the pages and look for your name and the level you're on. The other thing you could do is you could actually search, for example, well, I see someone there. How about let's search Hardy. And there's Hardy's forum. So if that was your forum and you have one in here, if you don't for some reason, be sure and let me know. I think we got them all. But you would click on your forum. This is always the place you go to. And this is your forum. And you would bookmark this page. Provided you're logged in, like I have bookmarks up here. So provided you're logged in, when I hit that bookmark, I'd come right to this page. So this is your forum is your home page. It's the place where you work with me. Any questions you have, you just click your bookmark, go there, type out your question. When it's time to make a trade, post a trade here in your forum. So that's really the most important thing to know. Let's take a look at what Hardy's been doing. He was part of the member testing sites. So let's see. So when you post, you can upload a picture. Let's show you that down here. I can type a note. This is a Euro/USD trade I'm looking at, or whatever you're looking at. It may be an actual trade that you took, but then you click Attach File, and whatever the file is, click Open. And as soon as it's done uploading, so that's all ready to go. So let's just say you typed your whole note. Now you just click Post Reply. I'm going to put test in here so Hardy knows I'm just doing a test. I want to show you how this works. Okay, so now the test, this is a Euro, there's the text that I wrote. Now watch, when I put my mouse I can see a thumbnail of that picture. If I want to see the picture, I just click, and there you go. It opens up a new tab with a full picture. Okay? Very simple. If you ever need to delete, just hit delete, and there you go. If you have any trouble at all, sometimes there's some issues with permissions or a browser. If you can't attach a file, try changing browsers. I'm using Google Chrome. You don't have to use that, but do try to change the browser. Make sure that you're uploading JPEG, PNG, or GIF as far as the file types. And you can see the maximum size is 1 megabyte. And maximum count is 3 pictures. So I scrolled up a little bit. Hardy's saying I simply put my stop loss at the barrier, then use the trade calculator to come up with a profit target. Should I do something different? And so we were actually talking about some numbers. He actually figured this out later, but he's just basically asking me any question he has, and when he takes a trade, he's posting his picture of his stop loss, his entry, and his profit target. So this is just really nice. In addition, I want you to notice that Clement here actually says, "Hey, we took almost the same setup. I set as a pending order. Not sure how correct it is, but thought I'd share here with you." And so he shared his trade with Hardee's, so they were kind of in a similar place. They were in the same area. He just put his lines off to the left. So you can see there's this feeling and sense of community where you're interacting with each other. So again, go to your name, click on your forum, and bookmark that page. Now you might be asking yourself, why does everyone have their own forum? Well, I've been emailing and Skyping hundreds of pages, and that content has been lost. When I explain something in an email, no one else benefits, only the person receiving the information. So here, when I addressed a question, others can read them. In addition, I'm not awake 24 hours a day, but since we're in many countries around the world, I think at this date about 17 or 18, someone might know the answer to your question, when I'm away or a trainer's away. And I really do encourage you to follow the post of others at your level and comment and question. Now, if you go exploring around the community and you get lost, you can always go back to Simple, which is your forum. Now I want to show you the videos are right here, up on this link. Videos, level 1 videos are right here. And you'll find downloads. It looks like the workspace is right here. So you've got, for example, your GTS Pro download here. Obviously, if you're using your own charts and trading platform, you don't need to know this. But if you need those tools, here's your trading platform, here's your charts, and then once you've run your charts, this is actually the workspace that you would use to run your charts. So this is the one that goes on your desktop. And this is your level 1 trading plan. So it's really all here. It's just all right here on this one page. So just watch these videos, ask any questions in your forum, post a trade. Remember, an imperfect trade today is better than a more perfect trade tomorrow. So the faster you post and say hello and get going, the faster you're going to reach your goal. This is all about what you do, not what you learn. Level 2 videos are right here. So there we go. You got 15 videos. You got charts. We're going to actually add some more level 2 and level 3 tools here. But I think this was on the other page too. Every 30 days you have to get a new user code. So you can click there. It's pretty much on every level. Level 3, I'm continuing at this time to still personally teach that to each individual person. I will be stopping that soon. I'll be changing it a little bit. But for everybody who's involved now, I'm personally teaching that to you. We do the live sessions twice a week, and you can see the schedule right up here. Next sessions are planned for Tuesday and Thursday, and you can enter the session here. The recorded sessions are archived right in here. So I hear this January 15th is one of the most popular. So we do review a lot of the same things. I try to cover aspects for each group, level 1, level 2, level 3, but I almost always cover the basics. So, when you get time and, you don't have a trade and you've already watched the videos, you can go back through this archive and listen in, and I'll bet you'll pick up some good tips. Now, we have this set so that every member, no matter what level you're at, you can see all of the activity, all the forums, and all the activity. You get to see all of it, all the little blurbs and summary. However, you can only access information at your level or a level you've already completed. So for example, if you're at level 2 and you see a level 3 forum post, when you click on that, you won't be able to actually access that information. And the reason for that is just to make sure that it's to help encourage people to stay focused on their current objectives, because that's the only thing that moves you forward. But this is my activity feed. I guess this is similar to the Facebook news feed. So, and you can change this. You can have it show everything, can show updates, posts, comments. So play around with this as much as you like. Okay, to get to your personal page, your name is always going to be here on the right, and you just click on your name, and that takes you to your personal page. And this is where you can put a status update. I believe this is also activity, the same as the activity button. So this is probably a little bit more like the Facebook page in that you can post a status, you can add friends, you can send private messages, you can change your profile, you can join groups. Again, I wouldn't get too crazy initially. I'd just stay focused on your course objective, and if you do get lost, just remember to just go back to your forum. Here we go. There we go. And post a little update. See that? I would say if you're active on here, you've read a class and you've posted a question, your next step would probably be to click on forums and see what type of activity there's been. And if there's one that's associated with your level or a level you've already completed, you could actually access that and make a comment, post a question, review what they did. So let's take a look, see what Stephen just wrote here. Oh, as you get more and more pages, I'm going to change this so the most recent page lands first, but we're going to have to do a little programming for that. So you always go to your last page, at least at this time, and then scroll down. See, Stephen says, danger of 76.4% signal. When C price for trace more than 76.4, don't trade. So the main idea there is you can go to forums when you show up and you can see different activity, and again look for people on your level or levels you've already completed, and review what they're doing. Take a look at their questions, their trades, and comment if you can. Now, just so you know, let's say I'm gone for 2 hours. I can see, I can go down posts. Well, I made a lot of posts here with new forums, but I can see there's maybe 15 people who have commented since I've been away, and so I would just start going through them one at a time, either me or a trainer, and so I would open up one at a time and reply to each and every one of them. So in that way you can increase your knowledge by not only looking at the question, but how I replied to that question. Let's go back to your personal account again. I want to bring something to your attention. You can actually click on, not settings, profile, right here, profile. And you can actually edit, and click edit right here, and you can add in a little background on yourself. You can click change avatar. I want to warn you that this is a little tricky because you bring a file in and then it makes you crop it to a smaller size. So you might have to play around with that a little bit to get it the way you want it if you want an avatar. You'll notice that if you do have a gravatar out there on the internet, it will associate your account with that. I think that so long as the gravatar uses the same email you used for this site. So this site really interfaces with a lot of information. Now you're going to see groups. There's obviously the most important groups are level 1 group, level 2 group, level 3 group. I want to coach you here. I want to ask you not to post in the group. So I just clicked on a group. What you want to do is you want to post in a forum under the group. And so here are the forums. These are, well, this is page 1 of the level 1 traders. And so you want to post in forums, not in groups. Again, if you run into any difficulty, you can't post pictures or you get lost or anything, make sure you send us an email, vance@forexartofwar.com, or send us a private message, what have you. Now, while you are limited to forum levels that are your level or a level you've already completed, there are also other forums I want to show you here. I added a lot of new member forums today because we were setting up the site, but I'm going to go ahead and pop over here to, you'll see that there's high impact data. That is that's something everyone can access, and I post that in the evening, the night before the trading day, so at about 10 p.m. Eastern, I post that. So if you want to know what the high impact data is going to be that's relevant to the Euro USD, the Pound USD, the New Zealand, the Aussie, I post that at about 10 p.m. Eastern every day. You'll notice there are price alerts that I do. This is my live analysis I do in the mornings, Monday through Thursday. I also am going to start posting that, not quite as aggressively, but on Sunday as well. I did one today. And this is where I do that analysis, that real-time analysis, and everybody can access that as well. And you can see the price alert that I just posted a little while ago. And I was just wanting to bring something to your attention. I post pictures and I resize them so they're as big as they can be here. That's, you can insert into editor. If you don't change the size, if you don't know how to do that, don't worry about it. Just post thumbnails. But just, for price alert, I do post a big picture, but then you can go ahead and click on view and it'll make it a little bigger. And I was just showing that price has been trending down. It's kind of coming back into an area where you could sell, and if you're level 1, put your stop up 30 and target 15 plus your spread here. Same thing at that time with the Australian dollar. This is the euro up here. You can see right here. This is the Australian on the bottom. So you're welcome to read. You're welcome to post. You're welcome to add a picture and and ask a question. I want you to notice also there's a sidebar here. This actually is anything ongoing news today. I might do that once a day or twice a day and put information up. Probably mostly once a day. So welcome to the news site, so on and so forth. It's all done now, but I wrote that earlier. Now most of the price alerts I will actually be posting at about 7:50 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. But I will, even though I'm really active for a few hours there, if I see something later on throughout the day, I might make a post about that too. Soon we're going to be allowing free members to join where they can see price alert and some other things. They just won't be able to see classes. They might see names, but when they click on them, they go nowhere. You have to be a member to access any member or any information that we teach. But they will be able to access price alert. So do look for this news over here on the right. Members is just a list of members. So you can see we've kept this pretty simple right now. Again, the main thing is go to forums. Find your name on the page, or just search your name and post any question or any pictures in your forum. I want to point out that you have a forum for each level. So in this case, this is Stephen Chong's level 3 forum. He also had a level 2 forum and a level 1 forum. And we do that because the forums are under the group level. So there's a forum that you have under the level 1 group, and that group can't access a higher level and that sort of thing. So when you get promoted to a level, you'll also receive a new forum to begin posting that's associated with that level. So again, just to keep it really simple, again, let's say your name's Robert Boyd. Go to your forum, ask any questions at all about trading, post what you're seeing on the charts, and then other members, as well as myself, will see those posts and comment on them. If you have a message you don't want everyone to see, you can always send me a private message or an email. So this is your post. And then the second thing, again, keeping it very simple, is just monitor the forums and any activity. And so if you're a level 2 trader, you could click on Adam Barr here and you could actually see what he wrote. See if he has he has just one page so far. So he's just testing a picture. And I would encourage you guys to do this too. First thing you should do is log onto the site and say hello in your forum. Just write, "Hi there, I'm in," or whatever. And then also you can test out uploading a picture and see how that works for you. I strongly encourage you to do that. The people who move the fastest, and get to their goal very quickly, are the people who take action, ask questions, post pictures. That's it. I want to thank you all again for your patience. And I'm looking very much forward to working with each of you on this project. I'll go over more advanced functions of the site in a future video, but you're welcome to try it out and see what it can do. So until next time, you guys have a great day or a great night, depending on where you are, and I will see you here inside the new site.